Want more HFY stories? Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.
The air in Asterix was thick with the smell of ozone, fried circuits, and cheap synthale. Kalen leaned against a corroded bulkhead, his cybernetic hand flickering erratically as he watched the chaos unfold. The asteroid hollow-out was a masterpiece of improvisation, a labyrinth of corridors, cantinas, and hidden workshops where outlaws from a dozen species found refuge. Humans, however, were the only ones who seemed to thrive in the organized chaos. They patched up ships, traded favors, and argued about sports leagues with a stubbornness that bordered on religious devotion. Kalen's crew, Jinx, a six-limbed Skrell with a talent for slicing through security systems, Rook, a hulking Volcani who could tear a plasma cannon in half, and Mira, a quiet human engineer who could make a starship run on coffee and duct tape, were arguing over their next job. The Quill, a bird-like alien species with a rigid caste system, had been tightening their grip on the sector. Their warriors, clad in iridescent armor, were hunting down pirates, and Asterix was next on their list. "We need to leave," Jinx said, her mandibles clicking nervously. "Their fleet is too big. We can't fight them." Rook slammed his fist on a nearby crate, rattling the tools inside. "We don't run. We fight." Mira sighed, wiping grease from her face. "Rook, we're pirates, not soldiers. And the Quill don't negotiate. They exterminate." Kalen straightened up, his cybernetic hand stabilizing. "They're not exterminating us yet. We have time. We just need to think." The problem was, the Quill didn't think like humans. Their society was built on hierarchy, on the idea that strength determined worth. They saw Asterix as a nest of vermin, and they were here to fumigate. But humans? Humans were messy, unpredictable, and worst of all, the Quill arrived without warning. Their ships, sleek and predatory, descended upon Asterix like a flock of ravenous hawks. Sirens blared, and the pirates scrambled. Kalen's crew met in the cantina, a dimly lit room filled with the low hum of conversation and the clink of glasses. "They're boarding," Jinx said, her voice tight. "Main docking bay." Rook cracked his knuckles. "Let's give them a welcome they won't forget." Mira shook her head. "We can't hold them off. They're too organized. We need to evacuate." Kalen scanned the room, his eyes landing on a group of Quill prisoners, defectors who had fled their caste system. One of them, a warrior with mottled gray feathers, watched the humans with wary curiosity. "Hey," Kalen said, approaching them. "You know the Quill better than anyone. How do we stop them?" The gray-feathered Quill, who called himself Zephyr, tilted his head. "You can't. They don't understand retreat. They don't understand surrender. They only understand dominance." "Then we give them something they don't expect," Kalen said. Before anyone could react, the cantina doors exploded inward. Quill warriors stormed in, their plasma rifles raised. Pirates scattered, but Kalen stood his ground. "Lower your weapons," he said, his voice steady. The lead Quill, a warrior with golden feathers, sneered. "Surrender, vermin. Your resistance is futile." Kalen smiled. "We're not surrendering. We're inviting you to join us." The Quill's feathers ruffled in confusion. "Join you? You are lesser beings. You have no honor." "Honor?" Kalen laughed. "Honor is for those who can afford it. We're just trying to survive. And survival is better than dying for a cause you don't believe in." Zephyr stepped forward. "He speaks the truth. Your caste system is a cage. We broke free. Why not you?" The golden-feathered Quill's eyes narrowed. "You are corrupting our kind. Or maybe," Kalen said, "we're showing you a better way." The battle was chaos. Pirates and Quill defectors fought side by side, using the asteroid's twisting corridors to their advantage. Kalen, Jinx, Rook, and Mira moved like a well-oiled machine, taking down Quill warriors with precision and teamwork. But the numbers were against them. "We're losing," Jinx said, ducking behind a stack of crates as plasma bolts sizzled past. Rook roared, grabbing a fallen Quill rifle and firing into the crowd. Not yet. Mira was busy rerouting power to the asteroid's defense systems, her fingers flying over a control panel. "If I can overload the main reactor, it might create an EMP. But it's risky." Kalen nodded. "Do it. We'll cover you." As Mira worked, Kalen noticed something strange. The Quill warriors were hesitating. They were confused by the sight of their own fighting alongside humans. Their rigid logic couldn't process it. "See," Zephyr said, firing a shot at a quill who was about to attack a human pirate. They don't know how to fight us. We're not just enemies. We're family. Kalen's heart swelled. The quill had underestimated them, but they had underestimated the power of unity. Keep pushing them, Kalen yelled. Make them doubt. The EMP blast hit like a tidal wave. Lights flickered, and quill weapons went dead. For a moment, there was silence. Then the pirates roared, charging the disoriented warriors. Rook laughed, grabbing a quill by the throat. Looks like your honor didn't help you much, huh? Jinx was already slicing into the comms system, her mandibles clicking with satisfaction. Their fleet is in disarray. They're retreating. Mira slumped against the wall, wiping sweat from her brow. Did it work? Kalen nodded, watching as the remaining quill ships fled into the void. It worked, but as the dust settled, Kalen realized something was wrong. Zephyr and the other defectors were gone. They had slipped away during the chaos, leaving no trace. Where did they go? Mira asked. Kalen shrugged. They did what they had to do. They're free now.